Good evening, everyone. I'm broadcasting live from my hotel in Las Vegas for this episode. First, I'd like to apologize for not being able to meet with you as scheduled yesterday, as I had just flown in from New York to Las Vegas. As I mentioned previously, some fellow content creators and friends have planned an offline event, including visits to the Grand Canyon, Yellowstone National Park, and other locations. To prepare for this trip, I arrived in Las Vegas a day early. Today, through this news live stream, I'll be sharing the latest updates and insights with you. Over the past 2 days, despite being on the road, I've been closely following the news. If you've been on the X platform, you'll notice that one story has dominated the conversation: the assassination of Charlie Kirk. This case has not only shaken the United States, but has reverberated globally. Below, I'll break down the latest developments in the case and explore its profound implications for free speech from several perspectives. 1. Global impact of the Charlie Kirk assassination. The impact of Charlie Kirk's assassination far exceeds what most of us could have imagined. It is not merely the killing of a political figure, but has evolved into a broader debate about free speech. Yesterday, large-scale protests erupted in the United Kingdom. According to official data and media reports, tens of thousands of people took to the streets across the UK, with at least 10,000 gathering at the iconic London Bridge. Waving British flags and holding portraits of Charlie Kirk, they expressed their commitment to defending free speech. This gathering was not only a tribute to Charlie Kirk, but also a clear signal. People are fighting for the right to free expression. Charlie Kirk has transcended his role as a political figure. He has become a symbol of free speech advocacy, even regarded by some as a martyr. The discussions sparked by his assassination have moved beyond America's partisan divide, prompting a global reflection on free speech. How can we safeguard freedom of expression? Can violence or bullets be justified as a means to defend one's beliefs? These questions touch on the fundamental values of morality: good versus evil, and right versus wrong. 2. The perpetrator's motives and ideological controversy. The motives of the perpetrator, Robinson, remain a subject of heated debate online. Some left-leaning commentators argue that Robinson, coming from a conservative Republican family and adhering to Mormon beliefs, may have been an extreme right-wing MAGA supporter, which drove him to commit this act. Conversely, right-leaning voices contend that Robinson was influenced by far-left ideologies, leading to this tragedy. From my perspective, the evidence suggests that Robinson's motives align more closely with far-left ideologies. Several points support this view. Left-leaning media reports. The UK's Guardian interviewed Robinson's high school classmates, who confirmed that he displayed far-left tendencies as early as his sophomore year, making him the only leftist in his family. His family had little understanding of his ideological shift, a phenomenon not uncommon during the rebellious phase of youth. Social media activity. Robinson was highly active in Antifa-related groups and forums online, indicating his engagement with far-left causes. Influence of his partner. Newly disclosed information reveals that Robinson was living with a transgender individual named Lance Vegas, whom he regarded as his girlfriend. The FBI has confirmed that Robinson was heavily influenced by transgender and LGBTQ ideologies, which directly clashed with Charlie Kirk's outspoken opposition to transgender activism and certain LGBTQ issues. This evidence suggests that Robinson's actions may have been driven by hatred toward Charlie Kirk's staunch positions on transgender issues. He may have perceived Kirk's rhetoric as hateful or discriminatory toward the transgender community, fueling his extreme response. Additionally, reports indicate that Robinson discussed Kirk's visit in a transgender group on the Discord platform, where a message stating "We do it" was posted after the incident, hinting that this may not have been a lone act, but part of an organized effort. 3. Unanswered questions and investigation progress. Several mysteries surrounding the case remain unresolved. For instance, how did Robinson manage to carry and conceal a long rifle? Surveillance footage shows him limping before the incident, possibly suggesting the weapon was hidden in his pant leg. However, based on publicly available images of the firearm, it appears too large to be concealed in tight jeans without detection. These details require further investigation. The FBI and Utah police have yet to confirm whether Robinson acted alone. They are currently examining Discord platform communications to determine if a coordinated group was involved. Notably, Robinson's live-in partner provided critical information to the police immediately after the incident, and it's possible that she and her father assisted authorities in identifying him. This suggests that even Robinson's partner believed his actions crossed a moral line, violating basic principles of right and wrong. 4. Free speech and cancel culture debate. The assassination of Charlie Kirk has ignited fierce debates about free speech and cancel culture. Some individuals who publicly celebrated Kirk's death have been fired from their jobs, prompting accusations of cancel culture. Critics argue that these dismissals infringe on free speech. However, I believe this situation differs from traditional cancel culture. Cancel culture typically involves silencing individuals or stripping them of their livelihoods due to differing opinions. Celebrating Charlie Kirk's assassination, however, goes beyond mere disagreement. It crosses a moral boundary by endorsing a violent crime and disrespecting the sanctity of life. Free speech is not absolute. It must operate within the framework of not harming others' lives. Those who were fired were not punished for exercising free speech, but for crossing the ethical line of civilized society. 5. Gun rights and their relevance to the case. Some have argued that Charlie Kirk, a vocal supporter of gun rights, met his demise, ironically, by a firearm, implying he brought it upon himself. This perspective attempts to link the case to gun rights, but I believe it conflates unrelated issues. The root cause of Kirk's assassination was his exercise of free speech, particularly his outspoken stance on transgender and LGBTQ issues, not gun ownership. Robinson's motives stemmed from ideological opposition, not gun rights. Through his organization, Turning Point USA, Charlie Kirk promoted open discussion and debate on college campuses, embodying the spirit of universities as forums for intellectual exchange. While his views leaned conservative, they were far from extreme, representing a moderate conservative perspective. His assassination was a direct result of extremists' inability to tolerate his opinions, resorting to violence to silence him. 6. Conclusion and personal reflections. The assassination of Charlie Kirk is not only a tragedy, but a wake-up call. It forces us to confront critical questions. Where are the boundaries of free speech? How can we maintain rationality and respect amid ideological divides? Robinson's actions demonstrate how extreme ideologies can lead to violence, a danger we must remain vigilant against. These are my personal views, offered for your consideration. I welcome your thoughts and perspectives in the comments as we continue to explore this complex issue together. We will keep monitoring developments in this case and bring you the latest updates. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episode.